Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 3 of the 4-star Rush Attack Raid Tournament with no purples, and in today's video I am going to feature my 5 raid flags with commentary explaining the teams I bring against my opponents, and then also my tile movement throughout. Real quick, before we get started, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. First up, we are going to have a Glass Lizu tank team. They've also got Toon Caedmon, Toon Boltusk, Ferrunt, and Glass Melindor. All right, so I'm going to switch up my team here a little bit. I am going to keep the reds, though, I think. I know they've got a couple of glass costumes, but let's switch this up a little bit. I think I want to use Greg. They do have 2 heroes that will potentially reflect it, actually. Maybe I don't. Actually, no, the Mega Minion damage is going to be strong enough anyway. So we'll keep him in there. And then, who did they have for attackers? Do I want to use Asmia? They have Caedmon, and Ferrunt is a counter-attacker as well, not an actual attacker. So Lizu is going to be able to bypass the counterattack, but Asmia's got the strong heal anyway, and they've got quite a bit of reds up front with the flank, so I am going to use this team with my 2 Colons and Toon Boltusk, along with Asmia and Greg. Actually, no, I don't want to do this, because I need more Toons to be able to resist Lizu's effect with the mana reduction. So let's bring Toon Grimm in here. Let's also get Toon Melindor. And then I'm going to use Myrtle, who will have a 75% chance to resist the counterattack as well. I just want to split up my healers a little bit. And give Melindor the defensive troop. All right, we should be in good shape now. All right, so I'm going to bring 2 blues, 2 greens, and 1 red. I think I'm going to start off with the 3 greens up against Lizu. I don't want to match the 4 blues to the right of that, because then that's going to separate that 1 green tile. But now we're going to be able to set off a blue diamond. That is awesome. Okay, we're going to make it so that 4 tiles go up against Ferrunt, though. And then we've got the cascade of reds and greens underneath. Awesome. That's a great start. And Melindor resisted the mana reduction. Let's use him to heal first and do some dispelling. Now, I'm going to hit this green dragon. That's going to set a cascade of the reds underneath. And now we've got Myrtle. Perfect. Let's see what kind of damage we can do against these 3 in the middle here. Alright, Lizu is almost dead. I think if I hit this blue diamond, that should kill Lizu with those 2 blue tiles. Awesome. And Ferrunt is dead as well. Melindor is going to go off at a moment, but that's okay. I'm going to have my healer with Boltusk, and then we're also going to be able to get Greg's Mega Minion going. I think I'm going to wait to use Grimm, though, since Boltusk is about to heal. So let's just hit him with some tiles. That way Boltusk activates quicker. And then I can use Grimm against Boltusk since he does extra damage to red. That was a nice amount of damage. Nice cascading of greens. Let's use these over here, and this may kill Boltusk so long as he doesn't revive. And he did revive. All right, well, I'm going to match the blues in the bottom left here, since Caedmon's about to go off anyway. heal with Melondor now, and Boltusk is dead from the poison damage. Perfect. I want to hit this purple diamond, which is going to set a cascades of greens underneath, and maybe some more stuff. And yes, we did get some additional stuff. So Boltusk is going to be able to heal now with the attack up, although I think I might wait a turn for that. Yeah, let's hit this yellow diamond, do some tile dumping since Melondor is about to go off anyway. Nice cascading. I've got everybody's specials. Alright, let's see if we can kill Caedmon or do a decent amount of damage maybe. And Caedmon is dead. Perfect. Now we are just going to ghost tiles and let our specials do their work against Melondor. And we are 1 for 1 to start off day 3 of this 4-star Rush Raid tournament. Next up, we are going to have a Gullinbursty tank team. Okay. I think I want to change things a little bit. Actually, no. I think I'm going to keep it the same because they've got glass costumes that would bypass any counterattack from Asmia or anybody else that I use. So let's use the same team since they do have Toon Lizu as well here. Not the best of boards to start here. I think I want to try to do some tile dumping, but I don't really see any great cascading options at the moment. Let's start off with these green tiles up against Lizu. Gonna match these reds here now. We did get a cascade of reds, okay. Now let's do a little tile dumping with these purples and yellows in the middle. Hopefully we get some other action. We did get some other reds, including a red diamond, alright. Lizu's about to go off, so I am going to, I think, wait to heal with Boltusk. It's got a 75% chance to resist the mana reduction. I'd rather the heal come after the damage from her. And he did resist it. Perfect. Okay, let's use a Boltusk right now. And now I really need to heal and get Melondor to use the Dispel for this effect from Gullinbursty. So let's match these green tiles up against him. And when Gullinbursty goes off, it actually overwrites that effect from him with that extra damage that he gives to everybody, so it resets it. And Lizu still has the counterattack from her Ether Power. Let's use Myrtle over here. And then I think if I use Melondor, the damage, it does hit me. Wow, okay. So we don't want to do that next time. We want Gullinbursty to overwrite himself next time if we can. Now I am going to hit this yellow dragon to get the red diamond, which is going to give me Boltusk special again. But I'm going to wait until after Caedmon and Sonya and Grim all use their specials. Wow, that's going to be a lot of damage. Hopefully Boltusk is still alive. So far, so good. Don't kill anybody, Sonya. Alright, cool. Let's use Boltusk to heal now. I've got a lot of blue tiles now. Let's match the 4 blues on the top here. And Golem Bursty has that effect for 2 more turns. I need to have him force his special. Let's use these 4 greens here in the middle. Now let's match these 3 greens here in the middle. Don't kill anybody, please. Not feeling good about the special. All right, wow, we made it alive after all those specials. Let's use Melindor to heal. Now let's use Greg. I'm definitely going to need to heal again soon. Let's match these 3 greens up top, though. I also need to kill Golem Bursty before he does any more damage. Let's use Myrtle on the middle 3 here, and that probably will kill Golem Bursty, or close to it. It did not, because he had the minion, but let's just match these blue tiles over here. That's going to give me Grim with his special. Please don't set off Lizu. Ugh. Hopefully everybody's still alive. Alright. Barely. Boltus did have his mana reduced, which is not ideal. Alright, let's see if we can kill Grim with Grim. And he's dead. Perfect. Now I'm going to need to heal. Let's hit this blue dragon, which will give me the red tile I need, and also give me Greg's special. That was a nice cascade of greens. Please don't hit Grim. Of course you did. Everybody's still alive, barely. Let's use our healers first, and now Greg. We're going to be getting down to the wire on the timer as well. They don't have any healers, so we might be in good shape. We need to get rid of Lizu if we can. Almost dead. Alright, let's do some cascading here with the purples and yellows in the middle. Did not want to set her special off, but that's okay. This should kill her now with these blue tiles. That Mega Minion from Greg is probably going to end up killing both of these people. Alright, Caedmon is dead. Now let's just Ghost Tiles and kill Sonya. And she is dead from the Mega Minion. Alright, that was a close match, but we were able to pull out a win now 2-0 to start off day 3 of this raid tournament. Next up, we are going to have a Glass Boltusk tank team with Glass Kirill, Glass Grim, Glass Caedmon, and then the Silencer version of Lizu. So I am going to switch up this team a little bit. I definitely don't want to bring my greens. So I think I want to bring Lizu's Glass version, actually, since they won't be able to resist the instant mana reduction. So let's bring her, if I can find her. Why did I sort by class? I was looking for someone to de-emblem before for me to add emblems to somebody. All right, let's go with Class Lizu. Where is she? And then I think I'm going to use Goldie as my second healer. Yes. All right, so we're going to bring this team here. Lots of greens, of course, that I don't need. Awesome. Let's start off with the green diamond match here. And then I am going to tile dump with that green diamond. let's match these 4 reds and 3 yellows in the middle against Boltus since he's about to go off anyway. Gonna match these yellows and purples here on the right. It's going to give me Li Zu. And then I think I want to match these reds over here. And I just realized I should not have brought Greg because of the fact that that bleed damage is going to get reflected back to me when I get to it. Alright, let's match these dragons over here on the top. That's going to give me the 1 yellow tile I need for Goldie. Please don't die. Alright, that was close. Alright, let's match these reds up the middle against Boltus. It's going to set a cascades of 2 sets of blues underneath. And that silence did get reflected. Very nice. I'm going to need to heal again very soon. Let's hit Boltusk with the main part of Grim, since he does extra damage to red. And then let's see what kind of damage these 4 yellow tiles does up against Boltusk. He got killed and then revived, of course. Awesome. Well, let's match these reds and cascade of purples. We did get some more yellows. Please stay alive, Goldie, so I can use you to heal. Oh, she just died. She got hit twice. Alright, let's use Boltusk to heal, and then Li Zu to reduce the mana. I think I need to tile dump with this purple diamond. That is going to make it so that I will get a cascade of yellows. A large yellow diamond. And Boltusk is dead with that Mega Minion hit. Perfect. Alright, let's use Li Zu to reduce mana. And then I'm going to hit this yellow diamond, which is going to give me Li Zu again. So let's use Li Zu to kill Grim and reduce mana of everybody else. We actually might be okay this match. I'm going to ghost these red tiles so that I can heal. And there Li Zu is dead. Very good. Let's ghost these blue tiles. Kirill is dead. And Caedmon is almost dead. Awesome. Alright, I did not think that we were going to win that match, to be honest with you. I had a hard time taking down Boltusk. But we are now 3 for 3 on day 3. Moving on to our next match, we're going to have a Glass Li Zu tank team with 4 other glass heroes as well. So let's definitely get rid of our yellows and then also Greg as well so that bleed damage does not reflect back to me. I think I want to go with our reds with the 2 colons that I've been using and not Asmia, since the glass heroes will be able to bypass that. Let's use Bone Chill maybe? I really should level up another Toon Grim. Actually, you know what? Let's go with our greens here. I'm going to bring Myrtle and Melindor. Although, let's swap the troop here. Perfect. All right. We're going to bring our reds and greens to this match. If the elemental defense down from Colon gets reflected back to me, it's not really the end of the world. They've only got Boltusk as a red, so that's fine. I want to start off with the reds up against Caedmon on the left. That did quite a bit of damage. Very nice. Now, I'm going to match the reds up here on the top right, hoping I get a red on the bottom. I did not. Let's hopefully get a red. If I match these blues, no red. Alright, Li Zu is about to go off anyway. I probably should have brought some more tunes because she's about to reduce the mana of my colons. Myrtle has a chance to resist it. Perfect, she did, and then so did Melindor and Bold Tusk. Let's match these blues and greens over here. All right, everybody stay alive. We've got Melindor to heal, and then I want to use Myrtle on the 3 on the left here. I think I want to match these 3 reds on the bottom left. I don't think that's going to set off Lizu, but it might. It did not. Perfect. It did set off Kirill, which I thought might happen. But I think we should be able to kill both Kademon and Lizu anyway. We're going to use the weaker of the 2 first, which is the one here on the left. And then this Colwyn. Perfect. Lizu and Kademon are both dead. Now let's ghost some green tiles. That's going to give me Melindor special as well. He's one of the few heroes that can activate in 6 tiles because of him having the Season 1 costume and being a druid. I don't need to heal right now, though. So I'm going to hold on to that heal. Let's move up this green tile so I can match those. Now we're going to heal. I'm going to ghost these blue tiles up the middle. And then let's hit this blue dragon, I think. Nice. All right, we're going to have a green diamond to match. So let's match this here. Now let's heal with Melindor, and I think I'd rather just take out Kirill so he stops healing everybody. He's dead from that green diamond. Perfect. Now we can start doing damage to these 2 over here. Let's use Melindor first, and then Bold Tusk, Myrtle, the weaker Colon, and the other Colon. See what kind of damage this does to everybody. Alright. So Grim is dead. Now we just have Bold Tusk. And this might kill Bold Tusk if he doesn't revive. Not quite. Almost dead. Please don't revive Bold Tusk. Awesome. All right. We are now 4 for 4 on day 3 of this raid tournament. Next up, we are going to have a Asmia tank team. All right. So I'm going to bring my glass heroes to bypass the counterattack that she's going to give. So let's bring in Glass Kademon, Glass Lizu. I think those are the only attacking ones that I have. I haven't pulled the glass costume for Grim yet. So let's grab Kademon, and then we'll keep Melindor in because they got a lot of blues. I might even bring in Myrtle for a 3rd blue. Yeah, let's do that. And they don't have any glass heroes, right? Yeah, so let's bring in Asmia. Get out Bold Tusk. And bring back Greg. So I'm not going to bring Myrtle because they don't have any glass heroes to reflect the bleed damage from Greg. So feeling good about this team here. Some nice greens to start. I will take it. Let's start off with the blues horizontally in the middle. Or slightly to the left, actually. Let's use these ones. Nice 4 match of greens. Now, let's set off these 3 green tiles here. Let's use Melindor first to dispel anybody who won't reflect it back, or resist it rather. Now, I'd like to get rid of Asmia early if we can. That was some nice damage. Let's match these blues up against Sonya. Normally I would tile dump and use the 3 purples to get extra tiles, but I don't want to give Asmia extra mana, or their version of Asmia if I can avoid it. Just gonna match tiles away from Asmia, I think. She does have the bleed damage now. I'm about to get the counterattack wiped back from Kademon. I think we need to try to get lucky with something. Actually, you know what? These 2 green tiles might kill Asmia, and they did. Awesome. Alright, let's do a little tile dumping now, and get these purples and reds out of the way. We did get some blues. Very good. I need some more greens, though. And we got a green. Perfect. Alright, let's heal with Asmia first, and then I'm going to use Lizu to reduce the mana for anybody who won't resist it, which was everybody but Kademon. Now let's get Greg's Mega Minion back. I'm going to match these purples on the top left, setting some cascades of reds and purples underneath. And we got some more blues and some more greens, even better. Let's see if we can kill Kademon or close to it. Close. Alright, let's match these yellows. I feel like this is a long battle. Alright, let's heal with Asmia, use Greg and Lizu, see if we can kill Kademon. Perfect, okay. Now let's use these 3 yellow tiles. And Lizu is also one of the heroes that can activate in 6 tiles because of her monk class with the costume. So that's awesome. Let's go see these green tiles. Now let's see if we can kill the 2 over here, or at least do some damage rather. We should definitely be able to kill Sonya, I think. Ooh, not quite. Let's hit this blue diamond. That's going to give me my blue specials back again. And both Boltusk and Sonya are now dead. Perfect. Now we can just ghost tiles and slowly kill Kirill. And Kademon should definitely be able to do the trick, if not Lizu right after. Not quite. Okay. The Mega Minion? Alright. We went 5 for 5 today, so we are now 14-1 in this 4-star Rush Attack raid tournament with no purple. You can see the only team that I lost to was this Toon Kademon tank team. They've also had Toon Grim, Toon Kirill, Toon Wukong, and then Glass Boltusk. My defense is doing better than it was yesterday. We had an E rating yesterday after those 5 losses in a row, and now I've won 4 battles in a row. It's so weird how that happens. So that will definitely help the rating. Right now we are at top 1%, ranked 2475 with the E rating from the past couple days and the 14-1 attacks that we have. Let me know how your raid tournament battles are going, but that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful. And if you did, hit that like button, make sure you sub to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.